Hi all, today I'll be demoing a new feature of the CentOS Container Pipeline Service. The feature is to rebuild container images whenever any of its packages receives an update from the upstream YAM repositories. To start with, let me explain the various components you can see in the screen. Here in this pane, you will be seeing the logs coming from fed message. Here you'll be seeing the logs coming from the Container Pipeline Service itself. Here, this is the internal Jenkins we run in the Container Pipeline Service. The entry point to this feature is this job populate image packages. This job is configured to pull the container index repository periodically. What it does is that it queries the container index and fetches the list of container images listed in the container index, and then it populates the dependency data across the container images, basically the parent-child dependencies. Once it's done with that, it queries the containers in the container images in the index and populates the RPM packages installed in each container image. And once this job has run successfully, it triggers this job repo update checker. This job checks the upstream YAM repositories, pulls the repo data, and checks for package updates from the last data it has pulled. Package updates, package changes, package additions, package removals, and then it publishes the change information over fed message, which is then received by a service that is running in the container pipeline. It receives the package change events and it finds the images that contain that package, and it marks those images for to be built again. After that, we again go through the list of images marked for build and minimize that list to remove an image for which to remove the image whose parent happens to be in the list of images to be built, because triggering a build for a container image will automatically trigger image builds for its children as well. So we get rid of the child image once its parents is there already in the list of images to be built. So this in this way we like save on resources for image builds. You do not rerun the image builds again and again. So let me run you through the feature. To start with, I'll build this populate image packages job, and this will show up some logs here. We see that it is fetching this image list from the index, and it has done with fetching images from the index. Then it has it is populating the image dependencies. It says that it has updated the parents for the containers. You can see it from the logs here. And now it's done with populating image dependencies. Now it is populating the packages data for the images. You can see in each line that it says like it is populating packages for this container image, and then goes on. It'll go on for some time till it populates the package data for all the container images in our index. What I'm using right now is the test index, so it contains very limited number of images so that I can demo this faster. I think we are almost there for this job to complete. Yeah, it's done. This should trigger the job repo update checker, and we see that it's in the build queue, and it has found a change in one package and it has published over the fed message bus. And this comes in our service as well, and then we have marked, initially we have marked this many images for build. So you see all the communities related container images marked for build, and then we have removed multiple uh, container images from build, and we have trimmed it down to one container image only, which is the Kubernetes master image, and we have triggered build for it. And we see that the build for it has already run, and that in turn has triggered the build for the child container images for the Kubernetes masters. So all the child containers of Kubernetes master has been rebuilt successfully. Uh, so we have seen that how package updates in the remote YAML repositories is triggering the builds for the individual container images here in Jenkins. This would in turn trigger build on OpenShift, which will actually build the container image, test it, and deliver it to the registry. But I'll not be covering that bit in this demo. So with this, I'll conclude the demo of rebuilding container images on package updates from YAML repositories. Thank you.